Hey everyone, I'm back here for another video. I'm Mason Goodwin, and this is my college decision reveal. Today in this video, I'm going to show out of the 8 out of the 10 colleges I was selected for, I'm going to show which one I'll be attending this next fall for the 2021 school year. So out of the colleges I got into, I'll show here on the screen. Before we get started with the video, I like to say each college I got into was just a blessing from God. I like to keep this video short and sweet, so let's get into my final decisions. For my first college that I'm giving up on the list is UNC. UNC was off the list because it only gave me financial aid. I was looking for a scholarship from this college and it didn't offer me a scholarship, where other schools that are similar to UNC gave me a really big scholarship package. And the out-of-state tuition wasn't worth it compared to other schools such as UVA, where in-state tuition was way cheaper. So that's why I took UNC off my list. The next school I'll be taking off my list is Georgetown, and this hurts to say because Georgetown was the first school that accepted me, which was early action. I had to take the school off my list because it was a very expensive private school. It only gave me a little bit of scholarships. In total, they only gave me about $10,000 of scholarships, which wasn't going to cover the abundance of money I was going to pay, and I would have ended in debt going to Georgetown overall. So I had to take the school off my list. The next school I'll be taking off this list will be Vanderbilt University. And this school hurts a lot too, just like Georgetown. I ended up finding this university through YouTube and seeing all the campus tours and everything, and thought this would be an amazing school to continue my next 4 years of education. I ended up applying to one of their scholarships for full tuition, but I sadly wasn't selected. Also, the financial aid wasn't enough, even though they gave a ton, but at the end of the day, I had to take this school off my list. Another great option I had to sadly turn down was William & Mary. Ended up turning down William & Mary due to better options, even though they awarded me a full tuition scholarship. But you'll see the better option down the road, and I hope you guys like that. So, the next school I had to take off my list was UVA. This one hurt too because this was my in-state school. I was in competition for the Jefferson Scholarship, where I was one of the 120 finalists, but I was cut short and didn't win the full ride. But I did win the full tuition scholarship, one of them that was offered, which was the University Achievement Scholarship. But compared to other options down the road, I didn't want to take this scholarship. So the next school I sadly had to take off the list is Duke, my dream school since middle school. So this one hurts the most because I always wanted to go to Duke. I was a big Blue Devils fan of the basketball team and everything, but I ended up having to take this one off the list because I didn't win the Robertson Scholarship, which would have been a full ride. I was a Robertson Scholarship finalist for Duke. I was actually an alternate, and I came so close to winning, but even though the financial aid was decent, it still wouldn't have been worth it compared to other options on the table. The last school I sadly had to take off my list is University of Pennsylvania, or UPenn. This was the only Ivy I got into, but I sadly had to take this school off my list for a few reasons. First, the financial aid portal was messed up for me. They said my FAFSA form didn't go through, and I had to resubmit it still for my financial aid. But we knew that the financial aid was going to cover as much as other scholarships that I'm going to talk in the future about, so we didn't think that was worth it. And also, I didn't like the UPenn environment. I didn't think the city was going to be the best for me for my undergraduate experience. And then overall, we just thought there were just better options on the table, and I could save money in the long run and potentially look at the Wharton Business School for an MBA program, even though I got in as an undergraduate. So finally, here's my college decision. I'm going to attend Wake Forest for the next 4 years of my college academic career. So Wake Forest is the best option for me because they actually gave me a full ride, the Gordon Scholarship. I'm so appreciative to get this scholarship, and it's just a blessing from God overall. And this scholarship is going to be able to provide me with a stipend, study abroad programs, leadership programs, and many more things I'll be able to explore during my next 4 years. So I'm blessed to have this, and I'm looking forward to attend Wake Forest. Go Deeks!